Hey, what's up guys? This brand reached out to me and sent me these products for free to do an honest review. I did not get paid for this review, however I did get the products for free. These are all designed for the GoPro Hero 9, which recently came out. So starting off with the left, we have the screen protector, which is tempered glass. You get 2 pieces for the back, 2 pieces for the front, and 2 pieces for the lens cover. So I've applied the one in the back, which is really nice because you kind of slide this around and it's a pretty cool feeling here. Not that I'm saying to do that, but I don't know. It's really nice when I'm doing this. Anyways, jokes aside, I didn't put the lens protector on. The reason why is because, I mean, you could put it on and it's totally fine. It fits fine. Everything looks good. But the reason why I didn't put this is just in case, in the off chance that the resolution is reduced from this, which I don't think is going to happen because that's obviously transparent and everything. And I may put it on in the future, but I don't think I will. But the reason why is because this lens is already removable. So if this lens is, gets scratched up, I will basically just get another one of these and replace that. If it was the Hero 8, which is not removable, then I would apply that in case if this messes up, then I wouldn't want to, switch out an entire GoPro. Whereas with these, I don't want the screens to get messed up. So yeah. So let's see if it messed with the touch sensitivity, which it didn't because I've been playing with this thing for about 2 weeks and stuff, but I'll just demonstrate that it doesn't. So not that the GoPro is the most responsive thing in the world, but if you scroll, if you swipe and stuff, everything's decently responsive, just like it is with this original GoPro, because this is not the same sensitivity as a cell phone. But you could tell like everything is pretty much working fine. And it has not suffered from, from that. So again, this is not as responsive as a cell phone, so not that I was expecting much out of this thing, but it hasn't affected that. And it was bubble free, everything was good. So screen protector is pretty good. I like screen protectors. I put them on my cell phones and stuff. Because, if I'm putting my home keys or whatever in my pocket, I don't have to worry about it getting scratched. I even put it on the iPhone 12 Pro, which is supposed to have a super tough screen. But just in case, I like the fact, of keeping the screens protected. It's just something that I typically do. So, thumbs up there. The second thing that they sent me with this is the side cover. Now, what's the advantage of this? Well, when you have this on, you can actually charge your device with USB-C, obviously, without removing this. So if you remove the original one, which now this is no longer waterproof when you put this one. So something to keep in mind if you guys are using it in the water situations and stuff, then don't use this. But if you're using it on, dry areas and stuff, then this is basically fine. So starting off originally when I first got this one, I was a tad bit skeptical about this. And the reason why is because it's very obvious when you first get this, you could see that, and let me see if I could focus on what I'm talking about so you guys have a better idea. So this is the original, and you could see that like there's this curve which attaches to this metal piece right here, and this thing is kind of like more defined, like keeping it locked and secured. So whereas this is like, these are missing those pieces, and I'm like, okay, well, is this going to be secure? So when I first played with this, and I just kind of just put it like this, and I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, you could take it out with this obviously, but I'm like, let me see if I could pop it off. And yes, I can. I could pop it off very easily, and I was worried. I'm like, is this going to even stay secure? And then I put it like this, and then boom, pops off very easily. Well, the thing is that when you're installing it, when you're putting this on, what you need to do is either put it from the bottom first, but either way, if you actually just push this in, and you hear a little bit of a click, it's not really a click, but kind of like a click. Once this gets pushed in, it's not coming off. So I feel like I'm gonna break my nail if I try to take this off, but it's pretty much not coming off. It doesn't come off from the top, it doesn't come off from the bottom. It's very, very secure. I've been using it for 2 weeks. It's been good. I haven't had any issues with it as long as this pops in. And then with this, obviously, you could take it off. Well, here's the thing, like, if I don't know if it shows up in the camera very well, but there's a little bit of an indentation here, and that's the part that kind of attaches to this, and that's what keeps it, you know, in there. So once you do that, once you push it and you hear that, it's more of like a very soft click, then you're good. Then you could take your USB-C and plug it in, and then you're good to go. And it's fairly wide. It could take a good amount of, you know, even if your USB-C was a little bit thicker, it would still fit. So it's pretty cool that you can actually just charge the unit now without doing anything. So I'll unplug that just for now and power that thing off. But yeah, I actually like this thing. It's pretty cool. But again, this is no longer waterproof, so don't use this and, you know, go near the water with this thing. Okay, so, but, you know, I always have this original one around in case if I am going through the water, I always double check. So the last thing that they sent me was the charger. So this is obviously a 3 battery charger, and it can charge all 3 batteries at the same time. So if I take this original one out, I could pop it in here. So let's actually connect this to the USB, and I really like the fact that it is USB-C, and it does come with this cable in case you guys are wondering, USB-A to USB-C. But I'm just going to use my iPad charger for this thing because it's USB-C as well, iPad Pro I should say. So when you plug this in, lights are always green, they don't turn off. It just means that there's power and it's ready to go. When you plug this in, it turns red, or almost red, and it basically starts charging. You can actually charge up to 3 batteries at the same time. These are all original GoPro batteries that I have, and all 3 are charging. It takes a little over 2 hours. I'd probably say closer to 2 hours and 20 minutes or so to do a full charge, because it's charging at 800 milliamps, you know, for all 3, and the battery is of 1720. So obviously it's going to take a little over 2 hours because it charges 800 milliamps in 1 hour, obviously. And there's probably a little bit of power loss there too, but essentially you're looking at a little less than 2.5 hours for a full charge. I tested this, and yep, that's what it is. So these are the products, very useful. I like them so far from what I've used them. If you guys are wondering, well, how does this compare with the GoPro charger, because I actually bought the original GoPro charger when I bought my original GoPro, and the GoPro only charges 2, whereas this charges 3, but the GoPro does charge a little bit faster, the original one, compared to this. But I mean, these are both fine because I have extra batteries and I'm not really worried about speed or whatever. So, you know, this is completely fine. So is this. No issues whatsoever. And they both use USB-C. So if you guys like this review, please like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave it in the comment sections below. And thank you to all my current subscribers.